See up in, like right there? Oh, we're live. We're going. Finally, it's working, man. The other
Hello.
Hello. It wasn't working before. All right, what's up, Bootstrappers? This is Ryan Nickel coming at you with a little...
No, it's Benson Nickel.
Oh, Benson Nickel joining us. That's right. And Wilson.
Nickel.
And Wilson Nickel. That's right. We got the boys of the house with me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's right. Look at that.
Yeah.
I want to share with you a quick little tip here, man. So you're going to be rewarded based upon your assertiveness. There are different levels of assertiveness depending on how comfort you are, what your comfort level is as investors. And so as investors,
We're gonna move into a new house.
we're moving into a new house. We just bought a house, got it deeded over to us, and we're moving into it. So that's one of the things you can do with this business is you can buy a house for nothing and move yourself into it. So, but anyway, let me talk to you about this little thing here. So there are investors that are they're timid, they're afraid to reach out and to actually, get aggressive, for lack of a better word, in their marketing or in their approach. And so they can just sit there and send out text messages, which is it's a little bit braver, but most of them are just going to send out like a postcard or a letter. They're going to say, "Well, I mailed a letter and nothing happened." You can do that, but what's the point? You can. If you need money, you need to get out there and you need to make something happen. You can go make some money. Yep, I'm in Yuba.
Dad, look at that's my hospital.
That's right, it's a hospital you went to.
Hospital.
Wilson's hospital too. Hey, what's up, baby? My wife's on here. So check this out. There was a house that I drove by. I drove by this house, and actually I was with my wife when we were driving by. I'm like, "Hey, pull over real quick." So she flipped around. We had all the kids. She's like, "Really?" And I think we were coming home from Denny's after dinner, and she's like, "Really?" And how am I going to do this? This guy's blocking traffic, and I'm.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
What the heck is that truck thinking?
Seriously, what was he thinking?
Yes.
So anyway, I found this house all boarded up, and I'm like, okay, man, I gotta find this house. And I just been sitting on it. I'm like, I haven't done anything. So I go and I pull probate leads, and I find it. I'm like, oh, this guy's actually probating his mom's house. No wonder it's all boarded up and all this stuff. And I've been sitting on it for about a week now. And I reach out to my VA. It's like, hey, have you sent me over the information? She's like, yeah, I gave it to you last Monday. I'm like, oh, I didn't see it. Now I had the option. I have his information. I know the house is boarded up. I know it's going through probate. I have the option to mail him a letter and wait for him to call me. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing that today. I'm not going to wait for some guy to call me. So,
yeah, he's not.
Yeah, I'm not. So thanks, bud. So I go into TLO and I look up this dude, find a phone number, and I call him up. First number is a hit. It's a slam dunk. And so he answers the phone. And I go, hey, this is Ryan Nickel. We haven't met yet. I'm calling about a house that you have on I Street. It's all boarded up.
I Street?
You're not interested in selling that property, are you?
I Street sounds like it's all icy and it must be slippery.
Yeah, it is kind of slippery sometimes. Maybe. And he goes, well, actually, I am. I go, yeah, you know what? I mean, you don't know me from anybody. I just happened to see the house was boarded up, and I Googled your name and information, and it came up that you were the owner. He's like, well, do you buy train tracks? Do you buy houses and fix and flip them? I'm like, that's exactly what I do. And that's why I'm calling on this house. And he goes, well, I'm going through probate right now, and then I have to, split it with my siblings, and I would just prefer just to sell it. I have the option to fix it up, but I just prefer to sell it right now and just be done with it. I said, I would love that, man. And actually, it'd be a whole lot easier for you because we buy houses from people in probate all the time, and we always try to help them out. So if I can be of any kind of service, it probably would be easier for you if I could come over there and take a look at the house and get it in contract with you so that at least you can go back to your siblings and say, hey, I got this house already sold, and you'll know exactly how much money you're going to be getting. He's like, oh, that'd be so great. I can't do it today, but can you give me a call next week? I'm like, of course I can, man. Of course I can.
We're
Almost there. And so that's the whole point is you'll be rewarded based on your assertiveness. If you're just going to sit back and wait for people to figure out that this is what you do, good luck. You're going to, hey, train track's coming, guys. Look at the train over there.
It is?
Train's coming. Oh, you hear the train horn? Yeah. So that's the whole point is, I could have sat back and sent this guy a letter, and I probably would have, who knows? He's going to probate at the end of this month. It would have been a gamble on my part.
Look at the train.
Well, look at him. He's going super slow.
Look, garbage truck. No, Wilson, look at a train.
So you guys can see the train out there.
Garbage truck.
Oh, yeah, garbage truck. So he may have got the letter, and then, garbage truck, Wilson. And then if he got the letter, then he may have already talked to a real estate agent or get ready to put on the market, and I'd be competing with other people. So
Wilson, look out
ain't got time for that. just going to go ahead and reach out to the dude, which I did. Gave him my number. He's like, look, man, give me a call out next week. We'll get you in the house.
Yeah.
Take a look at it all, and bada bing, bada boom, man. That's how it works. So if you're sitting on stuff, if you're sitting on leads, you're like, oh, I don't know what I want to do yet, or you're just like, I'm too busy. You know what? Shut those ideas up, man. Shut those voices in your head down. That's right. There's Wing Chun right there, guys. So because honestly, there is money to be made, and the guy that takes the effort, the guy that puts his neck out there, the guy that picks up the phone or goes and knocks on the door, he's going to make the money. He's going to get there first. He's going to be the one that's out there, you know, putting forth the effort, and God rewards those that put forth their effort. You know what? You reap what you sow, and if you're not out there sowing, you're not reaping nothing. You have no fruits to bask in. So anyway, that's what I got to say to you all. And just remember, you're just one deal away, one deal from changing your entire financial future. And all you got to do is just pick up the phone and call somebody, knock on someone's door, mail a letter. That's all it is. It's doing something. So take some action today. Who cares if it's Friday? Who cares if it's almost, you know, the day's almost gone? Do something and get rewarded for your efforts. All right, guys, I'm Ryan Nichols signing off, taking my kids to go get some haircuts so they can look handsome. Woo! And then we're going to go bowling as a family. All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, that was funny.
Bye.